What's up, everybody? I'm back with fight predictions by Ring King Chronicles. All right, today we're going to be discussing UFC's fight night, and then I might go over the UFC, I think 329, Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway, and I might do a little synopsis on that. But the first fight on the main card of UFC Fight Night is Tommy McMillan versus Alberto Montez. Let me give y'all my predictions for this. All right, I had McMillan winning. One, because he's 6 feet tall in a weight division that's 145 pounds, which means that he's probably going to be quite lengthy for that position. He's undefeated. He has a 6-inch reach as far as, hand-to-hand combat. 40% of his wins are by knockout, 50% is by submission. So I call him a have it your way guy. You know what I'm saying? Either way you want it, he gonna give it to you as long as it's an early night. So that's why I'm going with McMillan. All right, second fight is Tabitha Ricci versus Fatima Klein. I'm going with Fatima Klein. And reason being, she has a 5-inch height differential, 6.5-inch reach. Her notable wins is against Angela Overkill Hill. So that's from what I, did in looking at her background. That's the prediction that I came up with. I'm going with Klein for the W. All right. Third fight, Chase Hooper versus Mitch Ramirez. I chose Chase Hooper for the W on this one. Now, this is really a pick-em fight. Both of the guys that's fighting, they both was knocked out or KO'd in their last fight. So, when you're coming off of a fight where you both are KO'd, sometimes you kind of question and second guess yourself. So I don't know how they are coming in because of what happened in both of their previous fights. So, but I'm gonna go with Chase Hooper. Reason being, once again, he has a 4-inch height advantage, 3-inch reach advantage. And I've seen more of him than I've seen of his opponent. All right, now with the next fight, which is the co-main event, I chose Duncan. And the reason why I chose Duncan for the decision win is just because I think I like what I seen from him. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't, have a long list of pros and cons, but I just like what I seen. Now, final fight, Plessis versus Usman. Both fighters have incredible records. Both fighters have been champions. Du Plessis in the 185 division, which is middleweight. Kamaru Usman in the 170-pound division. I'm going with Kamaru Usman because, first of all, I just like Kamaru Usman. I like how he fights. I like what he stands for. I like what he's been through. Plus, when I seen his title run, he really beat everybody in this division and basically lapped it again. You know what I'm saying? Only fight he lost where he didn't, at least beat the guy twice was the Leon Edwards. And then both of their most notable fight that I can compare and contrast to is both of them fought Chimaev. And I thought that Plessis defended his title against Chimaev. He really got wiped out. He got, basically whitewashed. Whereas when I seen Kamaru Usman and Chimaev fight, if Kamaru Usman went second himself as far as the wrestling goes in those first couple of rounds, and he had just, fought like he fought in the last couple of rounds, I thought that maybe those ties would have changed and maybe he would have been the first one to beat Chimaev. So, in looking at who they fought versus who both of them fought, I'm going to go with Kamaru Usman. One, because, my heart is there. Second, because of the things that I said with who they fought together. Once again, that's UFC's Fight Night predictions. Let's see how I did later on. Oh, let me talk to y'all about UFC 329. I was 2-3 with my predictions. Not very good. So let's talk about it. And the fight that I predicted was Corey Sandhagen versus Mario Batista. I didn't expect Sandhagen to get injured in the first round, which something happened with his leg when Duke put him in submission position, which, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to, injure your opponent so that they're not able to fight. So he did his job. I just didn't see it coming that early or that type of way. So, but anyway, still, my prediction wasn't right. And then Brandon Royval, I did not know, he looked this good, considering how he looked in his previous fights. But to me, he had a resurgence. He looked good, and he did his thing. So, once again, I was wrong in that prediction. And it was one more fight that I was wrong in. I know it was the middle 3 fights. I was right on the first one with King winning, and the last one, I didn't know how it was going to play out, but I picked Max Holloway. We'll see if we can do better with the predictions that I made today. I did background checking and everything else to try to come up with some better answers for y'all. I'm out.